What is up, guys? The Great Wall back at it again with another video. Today we are here with another career savior video. Today we are with the Texas Rangers, and you are about to see why. Technically, if you want to get technical, this player really doesn't need to be saved, quote unquote. He had a very solid year in 2025, but he's a New Jersey legend. I wouldn't say legend, but he's from New Jersey. It is Jack Leiter. I watched him pitch in high school. I know it's like a cliche, but yeah. That being said, it was awesome. Saw him pitch when he was literally a senior in high school, and now he's in the MLB. So it's like I had to. So that being said, in MLB The Show, 22 or 23, I think it was. He did have himself a Future Stars card. I think it was 23. And that card was a 94 overall. I loved it. He was one of the better pitchers in the game at the time. Right now in this game, though, he only has 78 potential, which I feel like is just disgusting. He's an 80 overall at 24 years old. Why does he only have 78 potential? You guys really think he's just there? Former number 2 overall pick, I'm pretty sure. So, that being said, how many spins is he going to get? 10. That is beautiful. Let's shuffle this a couple times, and let's get our first spin underway. We are going to get steal a pitch. Alright, that'll work. That'll work. I'm going to go steal a pitch, and then we are going to hop in. Alright, we are going to just change the sinker. We're going to take Sandy's sinker, which is a very good pitch. Jack Leiter already has 5 pitches, so really just about getting him a better pitch. So I'm going to go switch their things, and then we'll hop into the year. Alright, we are at the All-Star break. Are we going to see Jack Leiter here? DeGrom's at the top of the list, which is crazy. Evaldi. Jack Leiter, show me something. Oh, there he is. Alright, so he's 7-6, 3.93 ERA. 77 strikeouts. Not a bad start to the year. Not bad. At a .9 WAR. Yeah. That being said, he is kind of stagnating a little bit, so let's finish off the rest of the year and see how he does, and then see what spin we can get. Alright, the year's over. The Rangers finished 81-81. Not good, not bad. Jack Leiter stuck at an 80. 9-10 with a 3.97 ERA. 122 strikeouts, 79 walks. Yeah, just wasn't great. I mean, 1.2 WAR, not what we're looking for. But that being said, he is only 24, so that might as well just get to next season. Let's get our next spin in here and see if we can turn him into a beast. Alright, we do have another year upon us. Jack Leiter has moved up to the 4th spot in this rotation. Can we get something that's going to help him out a ton? Please and thank you. I'm going to go steal an attribute, and then we will hop back in. Alright, we are going to steal Mason Miller's K per 9. Jack Leiter currently has 63. Technically, Jack Leiter's walks per 9 is a lot worse, but I think the Ks per 9 is going to help his WAR and help him just kind of start racking up strikeouts, which I think is what you need to get into the Hall of Fame for the pitchers. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but that's what we're going to do. So, yeah. Alright, and with that, Jack Leiter's up to a 90 overall. He's already almost at that potential level, which is insane. So, that being said, let's sim out the year, and let's see how he does. Alright, the All-Star break is upon us. Where is Mr. Jack Leiter? Not looking good. Where are you, buddy? No Jack Leiter. So how bad is he doing? He moved down to an 89 off rip. He's 2-9 with a 4.6 ERA. He does have 133 strikeouts though, which is nuts. Yeah, just an awful year though. He's only at a .5 WAR, so let's finish out the year. Hope he can kind of finish off strong, or else we might be in trouble. All right, the season's over. The Rangers did even worse than last year. Leiter's back up to a 90, 4-15, 224 strikeouts, 1.6 WAR. Did he lead the league? He might have. I just went right past it though. He did lead the league in strikeouts. Like I said, I think I could be wrong, but I think if it's like the hitting, you're gonna need a ton of strikeouts, probably like 3,000. That's my guess to get into the Hall of Fame in this game, maybe more. Yeah, that being said, though, Let's get through the offseason. I need to get him a spin that's going to help his other stats. So, yeah. All right, year 3 is here. Let's see what we can get for the guy. Need attributes. Even if it's just max an attribute, we need them badly. I'm going to use my one skip. Unfortunately, we do have to use the one skip. Come on, show me something beautiful. And then, of course, we immediately get trade spotlight player. Alright, so the only good thing about this is that I get to choose where he goes, so... Yeah, I'm going to go pick a team, and then we're going to send him as well as 2 other players there, so, yeah. Alright, we're going to send Wyatt Langford, Corey Seager, and Jack Leiter to the Braves. He's going to go link up with other career savior legend Jared Kelenic, so, yeah. This should hopefully be the right team. They have a lot of players who have at least multiple years left, so... Like I said, he's got 4 years left of control. Going to a team that has a lot of guys that are under control for a while. So, yeah, him, Seager, Wyatt Langford. Hopefully the Braves can, make some magic happen. So, yeah. All right, so we got the All-Star break. I just went through the All-Star roster. Jack Leiter is nowhere to be seen. He's still at a 90. 2 and 3. They weren't starting him because for some reason they never do that. Let me guess. Wyatt Langford wasn't playing much either. Yup, and I'm guessing Corey Seager too. Yeah, okay. So that might have been a year of killed growth, but I mean, 51 strikeouts, 7.36 ERA, .6 WAR. He really needs to have a good second half. So yeah, let's just get through the season. All right, the season's over. The Rangers did terribly, but how did the Braves do? 85 and 77 did not make the playoffs. Damn, they just missed out. That's unfortunate. How did Jack Leiter do? In his half season that he played here. He's up to a 91. All right, 5 and 7, 128 strikeouts, 5.15 ERA, 1.6 WAR. It's the best WAR of his career. I don't know how. He didn't do very well. Yeah, I have no idea. So that being said, we're gonna sim through the offseason. We need him to start winning sooner rather than later. So yeah, let's go through the offseason, see what happens. We are back with another year. This is his 4th spin, I believe. So yeah. Tell me something magical. We need attributes. If we want him to be the GOAT, we need attributes. I already did this one. I guess I forgot to remove it. That's my bad. But we legitimately just traded him, so... Show me something. Add a GOAT. Reset. Alright, we are back with his 4th year, I believe. I need some sort of attributes, hopefully. Take a plus 50. I'm not even asking for the 100. Just give me plus 50. Max an attribute, that'll work too. You know what? We'll take that. That'll play. I think the attribute we're going to max out is probably his walks per 9, since it's atrocious. So, yeah, that's probably where we're going to go with it. Or home runs per 9. One of those two. So, yeah, I'm going to go do that. Alright, we did upgrade his walks per 9. It's going to turn him into a 99 overall. So I do want to see that walk number go down. Strikeouts hopefully should go up. And he should just all around be better. So that being said, I will see you guys at the All-Star break. Alright, we are at the All-Star break. Jack Leiter is actually near the top. Obviously, he only has 94 potential, so he's starting to go down, which just sucks. 10 and 3, 2.96 ERA, 118 strikeouts. Definitely doing a great job. Gonna give him a 2.1 WAR. We just need his potential to kind of catch up. And him to have a good year, I guess. Yeah, let's finish out the year. Alright, the season's over. The Braves finished 96 and 66. They got themselves some playoff baseball. So that being said, how did the main man, Jack Leiter, do? Oh, 4.4 WAR, that'll play. 15 and 4, 2.6 ERA. No awards or anything, which sucks. 4.4 is phenomenal. 204 strikeouts will do a job. Did he lead the league? No, he came in second right behind Blake Snell, who had a phenomenal year as well, so good for him. That being said, playoff baseball is here, finally, for the first time. In his first start, did he just absolutely... Was he not the starter in this game? Okay, he was. He had a very meh performance. That's alright, though. When does he pitch again? Not this series. Oh, he gets a tough loss in Game 1 against the Dodgers. redeems himself with a win in Game 5. He's starting Game 1 of the World Series. He doesn't get the win, but his team wins. Oh, he can't get through. But the Braves do win the World Series. How did Jack Leiter do in the playoffs? 1-2 with a 5.11 ERA. Not very good. To put it lightly. He had a .2 WAR, which is acceptable, I guess. So yeah. That being said, let's go get another spin. Alright, we do have another spin. He's back down to a 94, which is crazy that he dropped 5 in one season. I think we're going to need that plus 50 or plus 100 if we really want to crack through here. Plus 50 will play. That will definitely play. I'm going to go give him 50 attributes, and then we're going to hop in and see how he does. Alright, so 12 plus 12 plus 12 is 36, plus 14 is 50. So, that's what we give him. Hopefully he can kind of hold on to the overalls, and hopefully the potential can just go up a little bit for him. So, yeah, that being said, since the All-Star break, this will probably be the last time I stop at the All-Star break. So, yeah, hopefully you can do a job. Alright, we're at the All-Star break. Jack Leiter sucks, to put it lightly. 4-7, 4.39 ERA. I mean, 2.5 WAR. He's just not doing it. He's just not doing it. I don't know how he's dropping all the way to a 93 at the age of 28. It is what it is. We got to get through the year. Hopefully he can do better. Alright, the season's over. Braves finished 81-81, probably because Jack Leiter sucked. He's down to an 89. SDS, what is this? 8-13, 4.29 ERA, 3.1 WAR. Why is he dropping so much? It's his 4th year in the MLB, and he's 28 years old. Why is he dropping 10 overalls in one season? You don't even see this type of regression on a 37-year-old. I swear Max Scherzer looks better than this after his first year. I don't understand this game sometimes. That being said, he might have a very short career. This might be unsavable, which is, unfortunate to say. He probably would have done better without the whatever I've been doing. So yeah, that being said, let's get through the offseason and get them another spin. Alright, so he does have 5 spins left. I'm not sure what we're going to be able to get to kind of make him better, but we need plus 100 or something. 1-4 straight, I don't think that's really going to help, but don't have a choice, and we just got to hope we can give them something good enough to, 1, help the team, and 2, hopefully help Jack Leiter kind of hold steady. Alright, I'm going to trade James Wood, Emmanuel Clase, and Bobby Witt to the Braves for Corey Seager. It's the only way to make the money work, unfortunately, so yeah, hopefully this will help them enough. Alright, we're at the All-Star break. This is the last time I'm stopping for Jack Leiter, unfortunately, besides his wheel spins, because he's down to an 85. I just don't understand why the game does this so often, where they'll just kill young players, like, immediately. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Surprise, surprise. The only way is if we get enough attribute spins and enough luck on our side to make him a beast for enough time. So, yeah, that being said, I will see you guys at the end of the year and see how he does. Alright, the season's over. The Braves won 99 games. Jack Leiter is down to an 84. 10-12, 4.24 ERA, 176 strikeouts, 2.7 WAR. So, not a great year, not a bad one. Let's see how they do in the playoffs, see if they can get something done here. Take on Miami. They are going to move on. San Diego is going to eliminate them in Game 7. Alright, let's go get another spin in here. Alright, we are back with another year. Jack Leiter is moving further and further down in the rotation. We did steal Sandy's pitch, which is funny that he's here now. That being said, they'll give me something good. Plus 100. We have a shot. Really the only shot we had. So, let's go give Jack Leiter plus 100 and pray that he can kind of just hold on a little bit. So, yeah. Alright, he's back up to a 99. 20 plus 20 is 40. Plus 10 is 50. Plus 10 is 60. Plus 20 is 80. Plus another 20 is 100. So, yeah, we're hoping that he has a phenomenal year here. Or else we are in big trouble. So, yeah, let's get through this year. Hopefully he can kind of just hold the line for a little bit. But, yeah. Alright, the season's over. Braves made the playoffs. I have bad news, though. Jack Leiter is officially terrible. He's back down to an 83. I don't know what is happening. Genuinely have no idea. That being said, he has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 3 spins left. I don't think he's going to survive for much longer. So, playoff time. They are going to move on. They're still playing. And they're taking on the Twins for the World Series, which they win in a Game 7 that DJ Harris gets the W. Jack Leiter during the playoffs was 0-1 with a 10 ERA. So, yeah, let's get through the offseason. We really don't have any good spins left, so his career is pretty much coming to an end. All right, so we are back in another year. Jack Leiter signed a $3 million or 3-year extension. Yeah, there's really not much on here that's going to help him. So, the only one left really is the plus 25. Even if we get that, I think we should get that. I still think it's a little too late, unfortunately. So, that being said, we're going to go give him the plus 25 and then see what happens from there. All right, so plus 25, 5 times 5. He's up to an 88. He'll probably be down to a 78 by the end of the season, so... Yeah, that being said, he has 0 control. His fielding is atrocious. There's really not much left. He might only play for the next couple of years, and then by the time I'm done spinning, he might be done. So, yeah. All right, the season's over. The Braves won 81-81. And Caden Dana's here. Where is Jack Leiter? Wow, he is down to a 74. Yeah, that might be the end of his career. We might not even do the last 2 spins. I think that's probably where we're gonna call it. I might just drop his stats. I'm gonna give him 1 more year. I don't know why this is happening. I really don't. But yeah, that being said, I think I'm actually gonna drop his stats this year and call it, because looking at the last few spins that we have on this wheel, we really don't have anything good. We have plus 10 attributes, add a pitch, which I can't even do, plus 100 to the teammates, and then, 3 team ones. We gave Jack Leiter our best shot, but I think that's going to be it for his career. He doesn't pitch anymore. He's not even playing, so... Yeah, that being said, I'll see you guys in a second when he retires. Alright, so Jack Leiter has officially retired. Obviously, I forced him into it. But yeah, I don't know why his career went so poorly. That being said, he pitched in 255 games, 248 of which he started, 76 and 82, no saves, no blown saves, no holds, basically 1,400 innings pitched, basically the same amount of hits, 1,383 strikeouts, 4.2 ERA, 1.32 WHIP. 118 quality starts isn't bad. Career WAR of 19.3. He was an all-star in that last year, which I don't know how that makes sense, but I don't know where his career went so poorly and so wrong, but that being said, all-time, he really just... I might have to scroll for a minute. So 19.3 puts him... Jeez. So it's going to put him tied for 616th with Jim Tobin, Bill Swift, Mudcat Grant, Giovanni Gallardo, and Howie Kamnitz, which is nuts. And then in the all-time list, give me a second. This one's going to be far down. In the all-time list, he doesn't even make it onto the list. Not even in the top 1,000, which is nuts. So... yeah, I'm gonna definitely call this one a failure of maximum proportion. I think this might have actually been the lowest career WAR that we've done so far. I'm just gonna verify that number really quickly. Let's see. So on our list, he finishes dead last for pitchers behind Bobby Miller by a whole 10 points. And I think he even did worse than some of the closing pitchers. So, that being said, I don't know why his career went so poorly. He might have been better off without the potential boost or me boosting his attributes. So, that being said, thank you guys as always for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and peace. Well, and peace. Obviously, it wasn't in the Hall of Fame, so yeah, see ya.